Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 1 of 1 back again, and we're going back to our little mega build here. Figured I'd spend a couple of hours live at least, just working on building this stuff. So as we can see here, the build and repair units are doing that thing where they like to eat wheels. And so if you ever have that and you use that, just make sure you put like a little control panel on there. I'm never planning on moving this thing again, so I don't really care about it too much, but in case that's something that you run into, that is why, and that's how you fix it. Alright, so not much has changed all that much. You can see I've got some of the building area set up over here. I was working on moving some... Oh yeah, I suppose I should go over. I'm working on extending out this way so I can get to some mines over there in the silicon area. And I've got this one extended over here, going up into the tower, then going out this way, and I've got... Well, I was hoping to get the iron set up over here, or reset up. I had a couple in here, but they don't line up exactly right, so I'm just trying to, I don't know, see if I can make it line up correctly. But I don't know, we'll see what we can do. But I got to go off of this thing and then over into here somehow and get the drills on there. And I want to get a bunch of them. I know that in this area here I can pull iron, but I want to see how many I can put in here. One miner for iron isn't enough. So I'm trying to get more in here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So, and then I might actually be able to extend this out a little bit because, yeah, it's all iron underneath here. So I can go out pretty far if I need to. But I think I might have to try to make this level, or as level as I can anyways. So let me see what I can do here. Something I could do is just set up some drills in a piston or something and have that just kind of push over. That'd probably be the easiest way to do it. So let's do that. That way at least I know that it'll be, you know, nice and even. We'll put a couple of these things on here. Let's see, we'll throw that on there. We'll throw that on here. And as long as we're within this area in here, the build and repair unit that I've got inside the top of that tower, you can see where the little nano things are coming from. It should build anything and everything that I've got here. All right, and then I'm gonna need a drill on top of here. If it'll let me, okay, no, that's too far. Okay, so let's get this off. I'll just put the drill on the end of here. And then we'll throw a couple more drills on here if I can. I don't know why it's not letting me place that one. Oh, I need steel plate. Okay. Alright. That's why I left these little... So these are actually connectors, but they're the inset ones, which is... I mean, I think it looks pretty nice. But I can go in here and grab some more plate if I need it. And then I'll throw all of these in there because I don't need them. Don't need that. I'll grab like 50. That should work. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I'm just basically just trying to build what I can over here. And then we'll just try to flatten out this whole thing. Maybe we'll go one more over here on this side. And then I just got to turn all these on. And then we'll be good to go. So, drills, all of these, turn on. There we go. Now hopefully that'll make a nice flat area for us to set the automated drills on. But we'll have to see how that goes. There we go. I just gotta wait for all of these things to build, and we'll be good to go. Let's see here, working on this one. All right. I'm gonna help it along. Get it going a little bit faster. I still have like the basic tools. I haven't improved those yet. I probably should. But I think I need gold or something for the new ones, or the better ones. Yeah, so this requires... Oops, don't do that. Cobalt, silicon, silver. And these ones require platinum. I don't have platinum. So I think the best I can do is just this. And that's going to need silver. So I know that I've got silver around here somewhere. Silicon, magnesium over there. Magnesium over there. Gold over there. So I'm going to have to build... This is going to have to like continue to go out that way so I can get over to the gold. Basically, we're just going to be building... Oh, there's the silver over there. Basically just building like a spider web of connections and drills and stuff. And this one's pretty far out there, so it's going to be a pretty long drill. Did I already get some silver? Oh, I didn't. Okay. That's fine. Way to go pretty far down for this silver. Kind of sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit, because you guys are probably hearing that. And once I get the silver, I should be able to make Mark II for everything, so... Oh, there's cobalt over here, too. Nice. There we go. That's silver right there. And apparently I went in a weird direction with all of that, but that's alright. Alright. Now, let's see. Home base is going to be this way. Alright, so let's drop this off and make ourselves some better tools. So we'll go with the Mark II over here, Mark II here, and Mark II here. Oh, I'm out of iron. That's not good. I shouldn't be out of iron. But I am actually out of iron. Okay. I didn't realize I had that little left. Okay, so we'll... Basically, I just need a drill. Set up. So... Okay. Let's start this going forward. That should be fine. Slow enough anyways. Okay, so I upped the values on this thing, so I'm keeping 5,000 plates instead of the 1,000 that I had. So that's probably why it's using up all of the iron that I had. But we should have enough to build the automated drill once I get it cleared over here, so hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Oh, right. Need to replenish my fuel. All right. Getting a recharge while I'm at it. All right. So once this is set up, we can set up our drills. Yeah, so it's making this nice and flat over here, so that is good. Maybe. Might be digging too much. That's almost all the way extended out too. Okay. Yeah, that's as far as it's gonna get me. Okay. Alright, oh, that's fine. I'll just throw another... Alright, we'll turn those off, and then we'll get these taken apart. And then we'll retract this guy. Maybe make it retract a little bit faster, hey? There we go. Set this back at 0. Hopefully it doesn't take that one apart next. It should take that one apart. These are gonna fall. Bye. Hopefully they don't blow up. They're gonna blow up, aren't they? Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, that's good. It's the only bad thing about having like a really deep crater right here is, yeah, that happens. All right, so let's throw another piston on here. I just need to kind of level off the area, and then we can work on building more of the drills. Apparently I need more steel plates. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Then, alright, you can go there, and then throw more drills on here. Alright. That should make this fairly clear, so I'm okay with that. And then we'll hop in here, throw all of the drills on, so they'll just start drilling as soon as they're built. There we go. And now we just wait. And then there should be iron under all of this, I think. But I mean, I'll have to place down the automated drills just to see what they can do, but it looks like it might be centered around here. I don't know. I'll do what I can, I guess. All right. Inertial tensor on, inertial tensor on. That'll keep these from bouncing around too much. But yeah, so a lot of it's just been kind of like trying to set up all of this stuff and getting all of the angles and everything right on all of this stuff. This one I believe is mining cobalt. This one is mining nickel. I did have a couple over here that were mining iron, but it wasn't enough for how fast I'm trying to build over here. So we got to go and get a little bit more iron. I'm hoping to get 4 drills set up over here for the iron. And then I've got all of these controlled with some buttons over here. And they're all, you know, labeled and stuff. So I've got the iron mine on off, nickel mine, cobalt mine. And then once I get this set up, I'll have some more buttons over here to control whatever mines are over here. I'll have some more buttons over here to control whatever mines go off that way. So basically I'm just trying to get just the the raw materials right now. So that's kind of what I'm working on. And also, did it actually build my... Oh, it did build the tools. Excellent. All right. Let's see if I can find them. There we go. Thank you. I can't grab those? What do you mean I can't grab those? Hang on. Alright. So, give me my tools, please. Okay. There we go. And I'll take these, put them in here for now. Now, until I find platinum, this is going to be the best that I can get, so we're just going to have to be okay with it, I guess. Let's see, character tools, there we go. It should help me take things apart and put them together a little bit better, faster, easier. Probably should have done this a while ago, but oh well. Alright, and now I need you to go forward. There we go. And then I'll have you go forward at the same time and at the same speed, which means that we're moving twice as fast as we were before. That should be fine. We just have a little bit left to pull off over here. So, and you can see it's kind of like leveling that off over there a little bit more, so that's good. But yeah, and then we'll set up the automated drills, and we should hopefully get a fair amount of iron out of them. But I also have to set up our connections over here, and I'd like to do it without all of the hinges trying to adjust for distances and pistons and crap like that, because that just gets annoying. But I don't know, we'll see what we can do. The only problem with the automated drills is, let me just grab it real quick, is when you put it down, right? Like it doesn't like sit on top of the ground, right? So like, I don't know. It's just weird. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Misclicked. So yeah, so you gotta like move out first, and then, you know, from there you can, you know, rotate it around or whatever. But I need this connection point here to be even with that stuff there. So I'm trying to figure out like how to do that, and it looks like this is gonna be too low. So I'm probably gonna have to put a couple hinges on there just to make sure that everything, you know, sets up correctly. All right, so are we pretty much through all of that? All right, good. So we've got a nice little flat area now, so let's just reverse these. Okay, that'll be good there. And then we'll reverse this one as well. Nope, backwards. Thank you. All right, and then I can start taking these apart. All right, and those can go, that can go, that can go. And that's probably going to fall down in the crater again, but it's fine. It's whatever. All right, so now I just got to wait for the build and repair unit to finish taking these apart. Yep, there it goes. Don't break, please, or explode. Oh, it's going to explode. No? Okay. All right, I'm going to need some more fuel. All right. And then I've been kind of thinking about how I want the base of our space elevator to look. And if you guys have ever played Satisfactory, you know the space elevator that they have in there. I mean, it's massive, but the way that you've got the hooks that kind of go up and kind of hold on to it, right? And then it kind of goes up from there. I kind of want to see if I can replicate that at all. Hopefully I can, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna need you guys to get out of here, if you don't mind. All right, and now, let's see, how do I want to do this? Now, the thing that I'm worried about here is that this whole pipe here is a subgrid. Off of this would be like a main grid right here that's connected, you know, via all of that. So if I try to take a subgrid and lock it into the ground, like via a merge block or something, the odds that something explodes is very high. So I have to figure out how to get everything lined up mostly, so that way it doesn't, well, I mean, I'm still going to do like subgrids and stuff, but I want it to line up as close as I can so I don't have to worry about, you know, aligning stuff. So we'll just keep on keeping on, I guess. And I need interior plates, of course I do. All right, interior. That is not how you spell that. There we go. I'll throw these in because I don't need them. Got the plates there. Probably don't need 50, but it's fine. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Sir, that is not where you were supposed to go. All right, now the other thing about these drills is that they have to be in the ground. So they can't be floating above the ground, they have to be like actually in the ground, which makes things difficult, as you would imagine. So let me just align this as best as I can. I think right there? No, that's not it either. No, I'm a little off. Dang it. It's difficult, man, trying to get all this stuff to line up correctly. How about there? Is that... no, we're a little too far forward. Okay. Lindsay, welcome, says, keep it simple, vertical piston with horizontal connector to mate with the connector, and piston on the other grid, connect and set to power transfer. I mean, that's what I did for a lot of these other ones, but I'm trying not to do that. Just because I don't want to have like 1,000,001 subgrids. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with subgrids, but I would just rather not have to deal with them if I can help it. Oh, that actually helps out better. Okay. A little too far towards me this time. So basically what I want is just 2 hinges, and the hinges then just adjust the height and then connect normally. Although if I do that with the 2 hinges and I adjust the height on there, I'm going to lose distance. Which means that I should be set farther this way than the other way. So, alright. Maybe we'll just like set it in like here. Go with that. Oh, and it just deleted it. Oh, that's great. Thanks, buddy. That helps so much. Okay. I suppose the first thing that I should probably try to do is see how far out I can put this. So it's in the ground, but kind of, I don't know, like that. And then, right, and I have to make it a smart block because otherwise the dummy is going to take it apart. Bayalin says, Guten Tag. Guten Tag to yourself. Or to you as well, I don't know. Okay, so I need some sort of a smart block that has a computer in it, so that way the dummy thing doesn't, I can just throw an air vent in here, I suppose. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, and then we'll bring this back. Is there a way to do that? No. Was it Control? Alt? No. Shift? No. There's a way to like move it closer and farther away. I just don't remember how to do that right at the moment. Alright. So I want it to be somewhat in the ground. Now, is that going to let me keep it? Okay, good. Lindsay says you could try merge blocks and then everything will explode. So, and then actually, hold on. Let me just do this the right way real quick. Okay, let's see. And then, let's see, where is the iron over here? Iron is centered here. Okay, so maybe we can make that work. All right, so let's go with a junction here. And then we're gonna need 2 of these to go from drill to drill. And then we could do, what does the T look like if I make it so the T is actually on there? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then we can put the drill off of here. Oh yeah, and that places in a weird place too. Okay. Which means I'm gonna need a temporary block here so I can place this other drill. And then likewise, going over here on this side, I'm gonna need to set this on this block and then on this block. There we go. So, out of my way, please. Thank you. Okay, so that should get us all of the connections here. All right, and then we can get rid of this. And then I'm going to throw in one of these pipes. And I wonder if it'll let me put the hinge off of here. I mean, it should. Question is it going to turn? Lindsay says, do you even need a subgrid for this? Looks pretty close to connecting just fine. Biolin says it's, well, is it Bi or Bay? Bayolin? Did you ever check out Stationery's world save I put in your Discord? I did not. I apologize. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Okay. So we can't do it like that. All right. That's fine. Okay. So from here, I should be able to just do a connector. Okay, now we're going to need to connect from here via 2 hinges, so we're going to need to take up these, and then hopefully that will be enough space for a connector, because I really don't have to put a piston on here. So about the Discord, I don't actually go in there all that much. To be honest, I don't actually like Discord that much. But it was made by one of my viewers, so it's actually his, and he manages it. But he just, you know, named it after me because he just wanted a place for people who watch my videos to go and, you know, chat. So I don't actually manage it. It's not technically mine. It just has my name. But I do try to pop in there, you know, from time to time. But I don't spend too much time in there. It's supposed to be for the community anyways, not so much for me. Alright, so that will be there, and then let's get this set up, get this set up. Alright, and then I'm going to need a connector on here. And hopefully I can get that close enough to connect, and I should be able to. But we'll see. Let's see, we're going to want that to go. We'll go here, and then we'll extend this one out. Nope, other way. Nope, make that go down a bit. All right, and then that, we're going to get close, not close enough. Okay, so let's move this up a little bit more. And then we'll move this one down a little bit more. Okay, so that's enough to connect. I do want to get it closer though, if I can. And then we'll move this one other way. Nope, not there. Come on. Let's see. Lindsay says, think that's too far. Well, maybe not. Balin says, as you see, I finally changed my YouTube name. Okay. What was your original name? Oh, hey Charles. I didn't realize that that was you. Okay. So what's up with the name Balin? Is it Balin? 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 I don't know. All right, so these are all built. I do have to check to make sure that these are pulling iron though. So let's take a look in here. And okay, so that is pulling iron. So these things right here are what you have to check for, right? So it's currently extracting iron. It's in the ground. That has to be true. If it's not in the ground, if this is false, it won't pull anything. And then we have this one, which is set to iron. This one is set to iron. Excellent. So we got all 4 set to iron. And I believe they're all in the ground. So these should all work as soon as I connect it. And then we'll just turn that on. Valen says it was WoW tune name I used. And let's see, Lindsay says no power, and yes, that's because these aren't connected yet. But I wanted to make sure that these were set up correctly and mining iron first before I did anything else. And then also, I'm going to need to put some speed modules on here. And then also, these will only accept speed modules. Power modules don't do anything, and I don't know if the efficiency modules do anything. I don't think they do either. So, speed modules on here. And then on the base version of this, so like these come in 3 different versions, right? So this is your basic one. This one also sets in the ground, right? Like that. But it doesn't have any kind of a connection for any mods on there, right? So that's that one. So you just connect up the back end and then you get, you know, infinite whatever. And then they have the mid-tier one, which is this one, which this one isn't bad. Has the connection right there, but as you can see, it doesn't have any space for a mod either. So it's only on the large ones, and then you can see that there's 3 little white lights there. There's 4 on that one, and there's 2 on the original. But yeah, so these should be good to go once these are built, of course. Just get this going. And then as soon as I connect the power, these are going to make a lot of noise. But we're probably out of iron right now. So we will connect this. And there you go. Very loud. And then if we want to see how much iron they're producing. Oh, right. I have to name them also so I can connect them up to the switch. These are loud. These are very loud. All right, so auto mine iron. Oh, and then I should probably get a number on there. Iron 1. Let's see, auto mine iron 2. Auto mine iron 3, and then auto mine iron 4. There we go. Okay. So now if you want to see how our drills are doing, whoops, auto mine. I don't know why it's not showing all of them, but whatever. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're pulling in about 5 every tick. So that'll be 20 iron being pulled in every tick. And then if we check and see where it's all getting stored at, we've got 50 in the connector, and that is moving over into here and slowly getting refined. But that should be a lot of iron coming in, which should help us with our building. So that'll be good for a while, I think, until I need more iron, of course, because I'm building too fast. Once we get up into space and we actually start building the actual, you know, spaceport, we're going to need a ton of iron, because I'm going to be building like 100 of these at a time, like a 10 by 10 like platform. I mean, I don't know how big I'm going to go with that, well, with the platform itself, but it's going to be huge. So I'm just trying to make sure that I've got all of my irons coming in and in a high enough, you know, value, I guess, or range. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so next thing I need to No, go into here. Iron. That is not what I'm trying to do here. Iron. There we go. Auto miners. Iron. Save. There we go. And now I can tie these into this little button right here. If it wants to let me work. Groups. Auto miner. Iron. On off. Good. They're currently on. Okay. So that should be giving me a lot of iron coming in. Actually, I can't even hear anything right now. There we go. Right now it's processing 20,000 nickel. Jeez. I was just running the nickel and the cobalt miners for like a little while. They got a ton of stuff, and because that takes a lot longer to process than iron, like it just kind of stocked up, which is why I turned them off. Because we got a lot. But that should be good for iron for now, which means I can reset this to where it should be. Let me go area off, and then offset here at 0. There we go. Okay, so that's set up there. We've got our iron mine doing its thing. We need to continue out this way so we can get some silicon, because I'm going to need a lot of silicon for glass and stuff. From here, we're just going to keep on going straight out this way. And then we'll see if I have to go like through stuff. But eventually we want to end up over here. And then I may have to clear off like an area, you know, flatten it like I did over there for the iron. And I'm going to run out of fuel. But yeah, we've got a lot to build. So I'm just trying to get into it as much as I can. And like all of it, like everything that I'm trying to build, at least most of the stuff requires iron, which is why I needed to up my iron input, which is why we did that whole thing that we just did. All right, and power is good to go. All right. Let's see, what do I have for stuff in my inventory right now? Don't need that or that or that. Move this out there. Put these in order. There we go. All right. So we should be good to keep on building. All right. So we got tower 1, tower 2, and then this is, I'm calling this north because if we go farther that way, it goes to the pole. Okay, so now we need to do more of these. And then the other thing that I should probably do is turn the area on here so I can see what this will build and what it will not build. Let's see, area on. There we go. So this will build, or that particular build and repair unit will build everything within this bounded area. But we need this to go quite a bit farther, so I'm going to have to adjust that. All right. So that's basically as far as that'll go for now. And then I need to go that way. So let's see if we can make this thing move a bit. Sir? Sir? There we go. All right. So, nope, that's not the right way. There we go. Okay, so that should be good there. And then we'll be able to get pretty close over there. I think what I'll do is I'll move this back so I can build a much bigger area. Lindsay says, I put 28 conveyor blocks between build and repairs. Probably a good way to do it. And then this has to go this way. That should be good right there. All right, now does that get us over to the silicon? Not exactly, but it's basically there. Okay, so then we'll build a tower over here. We'll put a build and repair unit on it. And then we'll go this way after that. And now that we have a ton of iron coming in, I should be able to just keep this going. Uh-oh. Just barely in too far in here. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Maybe just a little bit more. I just need to be able to see it, really. There we go. I could put like another tower there just to make it more obvious, but it's fine. All right, and then we'll put a tower here. So we'll bring this up to a junction. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go higher. Probably. Okay. So we'll build up, I don't know, 2. We'll throw another one of these on there. And then I'll put another build and repair unit on top of here. Make sure it just turns on. Okay. And then from here, that is actually good to go. All right. And then because we want to get this all the way down into the ground, that should be good. All right, and then we'll keep that open so I can go that way. And then this can go that way. Probably not going to go back this way, so that should be fine to keep there. And can I get all the way down there? No? Okay. That's fine. Is that going to be close enough? That should be fine. Alright, and I'm out of steel plate. Oh, one thing I should do up here, I think it'll be right here, is we'll put in a connector. One of these inset ones, so that way if I need to get out here and get something from the inventory, instead of having to fly all the way back, I can just pull it from there. So that'll be good. Okay, and then we're gonna need some more plate. Good luck with that, because it's probably making them and it's not keeping up. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. We do have our assemblers here, so are they just... There we go. What is this one making? Yeah, okay, so everything's waiting on iron, which, you know, that's why I needed more iron. But at least we can kind of keep going a little bit, so we'll leave that there, and then that should be good. And it's building up the build and repair unit first because I have it turned on. If you set these and you have them turned off, it won't build them right away. And I think that's part of the rules inside of here. You can set the precedence for what it builds, but yeah, as long as this thing is on, it's going to try to build this thing first. So looks like it's working on the construction components and motors at the moment. So looks like we're waiting on iron again. But I was just kind of hoping, like, with a 4x increase, well, 2x increase really, with how much we're producing, I thought that would have been hopefully enough. But I may be able to put on another 2 after these if I really, really need to. Potentially. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. The only thing I can really do is just wait for it to process the iron, I guess. I mean, I could go mine for iron, I suppose. Kind of give it like a little charge of iron. I think I've got some left in here. Yep. All right. And then if that build and repair unit that's in the area is set and within range, which it may not be. Oh, it is. Okay, good. So that little blue one that you saw coming in here, that is just picking up anything that's on the ground. So because of that, and because it can actually reach the whole way, I can just mine here and it'll pick it up on its own. And that will hopefully help out. And then the other thing is I don't actually need to carry this on me. So I'll just let those get picked up as well. And that'll just send it right over to the refinery to start, you know, refining. And then we get more stuff. And hopefully we can build faster. There's like little veins of iron going like here and there. It's kind of cool. Alright, and then I don't need that, don't need that. Alright. Now, hopefully that'll be enough to kind of jumpstart us with what we need. But we'll see how this goes. Lindsay says, I think you can set the bobs to ignore dropped stone so they'll only pick up actual ores. Yes, I believe that is the case. But I want the stone too because the stone has silicon, or I can get silicon from it, and nickel. So I need to, basically I need all of the materials that I can possibly get. I can't afford to leave anything out because I'm going to be using all of it. Okay, so how are we doing here? We are 378 construction components. Okay, that's good. And 58 motors. So it is working, just slowly. Looks like it's trying to build this way. Okay, that's fine. And let's see what the refinery is doing. Okay. Looks like it might have gone through all of the cobalt already. And then how much stone did it pick up? Oh, we got almost 20,000 iron in there right now. That's good. Oh, hey, I have another set of T2. Huh. I guess I made another set and didn't realize it. All right, and then what are the assemblers doing? Assembler. They are assembling. And then what is this one doing? You are waiting on iron as well. Let's see. Lindsay says, nothing to do but wait. Tea break, lads. Right? Something I could do is start building another refinery. I mean, where I was going to build it is like right here, opposite this one. But I decided to put the bobs there instead. Oh, hey, I didn't even finish putting that in? Dude. Failing over here. But yeah, so if I put in another refinery, we should be hopefully a little better off. But I need to make sure that I'm not using as much power with the refineries, so I can't make them go like full speed. Otherwise, we'll just drain all of our batteries, because our solar power generation is still not that much. So something I could do is we still have to put a tower here, right? So what if instead of a tower, I built a little refinery depot type thing? Could be fun, right? So let me think. I'm gonna want to go with the circular. Let's see, logistics. There we go. And then that's gonna be E. Hold on, do these have a connection up on top? I think they do. Yeah, they do. Okay. If I did a 5x5, I could stick 2 of those in there. And then from here, that would drop down 1. Let's see. Lindsay says speed modules on the assemblers. It's not a problem with the assemblers. The issue is that they're not getting the iron fast enough. So right now it's just one assembler that's using up all of the iron, and it's using it up so fast that the other assembler can't build anything. For some reason that got replaced. Okay, so that's that. Good. So I need more refineries, and then also these have 2 power and 2 speeds on both of them. So I think the overall power that they use isn't terrible. I mean, that's still a lot, but I don't know. Maybe we'll put another power module on there and sacrifice another speed one. Who knows? Actually, you know what? Let me do this slightly differently. Instead of this, I'm going to throw in... Let's see, logistics. There we go. I'm going to throw in one of these. Okay, and then let's see, refinery. Could do the industrial one. I think I'll go with these ones though. All right. So that needs to be facing that way, and then this one needs to be facing that way. And then these all have power on there, so we'll throw on some power modules. Then I have that horizontal. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then from here, oh, that was the last of my steel plates right there too. Yee. Lindsay says that's another 4,000 steel plates. Yep. And this is still small building. Like I'm not even like into the big building yet. We have a very long way to go. But this is why building has been so slow, and it's because of this exact problem. I don't have enough throughput on just raw materials for me to actually build as fast as I would like to. And right now with just everything that I've placed so far, this is enough blocks for a large ship. Like if I was building a ship and comparing it to something. But yeah, this is still super small compared to what we got to do. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. We need a lot of plates. That one's only at 107 out of 1100 that it needs. I mean, power's still okay though, so I'm kind of okay with that. We are draining currently, even though we have the sun on there, so we're pulling more power than we're actually generating. That's not great. It means that without additional power input, we're going to be running low pretty soon, which is not great. But again, like those miners over there are taking a lot of power. So if I turn those off, like we'll be definitely in the green, but for right now we're in the red. All right, how much iron do I have saved up currently? None. Really? Show me containers, please. Wow. Yeah, we're processing through all of the iron that we're mining right now. So that almost 20,000 that we had stored, yeah, it's gone. Let's see, Lindsay says, oh yeah, it's always slow at this stage. I usually just build a big drilling rig and let it chew a massive hole in the ground and process the stone. Not so good in servers, but fine single player. Yeah, that's what I did on my last massive build, but I don't know, I kind of want to not destroy the moon surface if I can help it. So that's why I'm opting for the auto miners, even though they're slower, absolutely, but I mean, they get the job done. And if you're away, you know, AFK long enough, and then of course over the lifetime of the playthrough, like these will continue producing iron, but your big drill will eventually run out of stone to chew through. Let's see. Lindsay says, not tempted to use the new automation blocks and have drones running around between mines. I never actually learned how to use the automation. So even if I wanted to, I don't know how to set it up. One of these days I'll, you know, take a look at it, but for right now I don't really need it. Besides, I like having things, I don't know, hard connected, like via pipes, rather than things that, you know, need power or fuel or something like that just to work. Alright, what is this thing trying to make right now? Assemblers aren't doing a thing. Yeah, we need like a ton of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's going as fast as it can, but I mean, just building what I've got in here is like 15,000 iron that I need. And then same thing in this one, this is 18,000 that it's going to need, so it's like 32,000, 33,000. Lindsay says, the drones are certainly handy for rarer ores that might be further afield, like platinum or uranium asteroids. You know, when I get to that point, I'll probably look at it. But for right now, I need to get this space elevator built. Ooh, I need hydrogen. There we go. And then how are we doing over here? Nope, we're still working on all of this stuff too. Looks like we got a bunch of this built. And then this is up there as well, so that's done. So that's good. Let me adjust this thing. So we're gonna put this into fly mode. Grind if we'll get stuck. Everything else should be good for now. So now we just gotta actually get it built. So it's trying to build this stuff over here. It's trying to build all the new refinery stuff that I just put in over there. And then plus it's gotta pull, you know, iron from there, so it's a lot. Did I name this thing something? No, it's still industrial refinery, so why does it not let me open up and see into this inventory? That's just weird. It doesn't even show up. Oh, right, because I'm looking at... Duh. I'm smart. There we go. It looks like it's still trying to chew through nickel and cobalt. Whenever it gets iron, though, like it'll, as you can see, like it goes through and processes the iron first as we get it. But, I mean, we still got to get it first, so... I suppose I can help it out a little bit more. Do some more mining. Let's see. Lindsay says you could grind down some armor blocks temporarily for the steel plates. I'm not worried about that. I know that I'm going to get the iron eventually, so I'm not in so much of a hurry to get those refineries built that I'm going to tear apart stuff that I've already built just to do it. And besides, the Bobs are just going to try to rebuild it anyways as soon as they tear it apart, so I would have to turn off all of the Bobs, then disassemble stuff, and then build up the refineries, and that's just be usually just waiting the 5-10 minutes it takes to get all of the iron required for it. And plus, with me going in here and like mining it myself, kind of helping out the process, that'll get us a fair amount of stuff. So I'm not really that worried about it. It's all about efficiency, man. Alright. Should probably be enough to get us going at least a little bit, maybe. Still has a lot of iron in here that I could get, but we'll see where that put us as far as iron stores go. Yeah, just under 20,000. And another 10,000 of the iron here too. So, so the reason why this is set up to sort of prioritize things is due to Izzy's inventory manager. It'll go into the refinery and kind of prioritize things. You can change the priorities if you want, but the base stuff that's loaded in the program, or the script I should say, is pretty good. So I just leave it. Yeah, you can see we got 20,000 iron in there now, so that should hopefully get us where we're going. Nice little injection of iron there. Yeah, so these are already built, already good. It's working on it. Let's see. Balin says, why not make a small ship to use for mining? So I could do that, but it's just, I don't know, like I think of that currently as being a waste of time, because like what am I just gonna use it for, like the beginning part here, and then what I'm just gonna tear it apart once I'm done? I mean, I've got the automated stuff over there. All it takes is just a little bit of patience. Lindsay says, might have a new Space Engineers game in 3 days. Last V-Rage 3.0 teaser hinted at a release on the 10th. Nice. I usually like to wait to jump into new games, or, you know, new versions of old games, until other people have played it and they kind of tell me how it is via their reviews and stuff. So I'm not worried about it. I'll still finish this thing. Okay, and this is almost done. 1072, 1080, 1087, 94. There we go. So this will be up and running and processing. So that'll take some of the load off for the nickel and cobalt and whatnot. And again, the inventory manager will manage like all of the different refineries as well. So if you have like multiples, it'll, you know, split the loads. That way it's more efficient. Let's see. Changing Gems says not a release, an announcement of a new game. Aha. Interesting. All right, and then that is building up quickly. 595, 604, 613, 631. Okay, good. And then as long as I'm over here, check to see how this is doing. Okay, it's making its way. So I think it'll build, with the way that this is set up, and you can change it of course, but it'll build from the closest first and then outwards. And then for dismantling, it'll go from the farthest first and then move inwards. So when you have this thing moved, it moves the center of this over here, right? So then if you're going out, imagine like circles radiating out from me. That's why those middle ones are being built first, is because the radius from there to the center is closer than those ones over there and all of that over there. So it'll build that first and then it'll move outwards from the middle. So it's not necessarily where this particular piece of equipment is, it's where the middle of the area is. In case you guys were curious, now you know. All right, and then let's see what our power draw is now. It is still going down, just not very much. Okay, I'm good with that. I need to recharge. Okay. So these should be both up and running now. Good. Yeah, so that should be splitting the load for all the cobalt and the nickel, which means it'll process the iron faster as I get it. So now if I wanted to supercharge it again and get some more iron, I can just hop in here. And it should be able to process this even faster than before. Little improvements here and there. By the time this thing is like fully functional, I'm probably gonna have like 40 refineries and like 50 assemblers or something, just to be able to keep up with, you know, how big I'm gonna be building and how quickly. And especially like building the space elevator itself is gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a lot of parts as well. So we just gotta make sure that everything is set up and ready to go. Best as we can anyways. And I'll probably have to tap a couple more iron mines so we can get even more iron coming in. Okami, welcome. Okami says hi. How you doing, Okami? Haven't talked to you in a while. I trust things are still going well for you. Or well enough anyways. Balin says, wow, 12 viewers. Yeah, I know. Rookie numbers, right? It's alright, though. This is just going to go into the, what do they call it? The playlist. So I'm just kind of recording it to be in the playlist, that way people can watch it later, but then also doing it live so that way I can say hi to you guys too, so you guys can make sure I'm not like dead or something. So it's just kind of like me letting you guys know that I'm still alive, still here, still kicking. But yeah, the ultimate goal is to put this in the playlist, so. Alright, what are we at? Hour and 11 minutes? Okay, so I'll probably live stream for like another, I don't know, 49 minutes or so. Make it a good solid 2 hours. I don't want the playlist videos to be too long. And then I'll do like little update videos in between or whatever, but so get a nice little variety. Alright. So that should be a fair amount of stuff. And then I also don't need that. So we'll have that get picked up. Alright, so how are we doing for iron ore? And we've processed through all of it, so we don't have any saved up at all. So that's actually good. And then how much iron do we actually have stored? Not a whole lot. That's also because we're using it all. But hopefully we can start building up our store of just materials in general. And then this should be doing pretty good too. Yeah, good. Yeah, we're already making our way over here, so that's good. Looks like that got all connected. Excellent. I should have access to everything from here, yes. Yep, good. Everything's connected. And we have 1,700 steel plates available for me to take. Excellent. Okay, so let's continue building this little tower here now that we've got a fair amount of stuff. Can I get down on the bottom? Yes, I can. Excellent. Alright, and then these need to go in here like that. There we go. And then that one should be good to go right there. Okay, and that goes there. Excellent. All right, so there's that tower all nice and built. I'll run this out that way towards our silicon. So let's go ahead and get that going. No, go the other way. There we go. All right. That is not what I meant to do, sir. Alright. So there we go. I think I gotta still go this way quite a ways. We're almost there. Then once I get about here, I'll make another tower. So let's get that done. And then I'll throw another build and repair unit over here too. And then this can build all of the drills because it should be within range. So, nope, that's not what I want. Build and repair. There we go. And then you can go there and you can turn on. And it should, as soon as I turn that on, it should default to start trying to build this thing first, but we'll see how that goes. And then I don't know if I'm gonna have to go down at all here. Maybe. Probably shouldn't discount that. Alrighty. And I'm out of plate. Alright, I do have some left, good. But it is using it up very quickly. And of course, me building all of these blocks isn't helping it that at all. And I need both power and hydrogen. Let's see. Lindsay says, I'm wondering how well a Space Engineer's dedicated server would run on an M4 Mac Mini. I don't do any of the Apple products, so I would not be able to answer that for you. But I think mostly it's not the computer itself that's the issue, it's the connectivity to it. That is usually kind of the determining factor on whether or not a server works well or not. And then I think I'm going to put a connector over here on this side. And then as far as where I want this to go, I mean, we've got our silicon down in here. So we have to go pretty far in just to get to it. And then also with me having hollowed that out, it's going to be harder for the automated drills to pick up the silicon in the first place. So I may have to bring it out to like here. And we've got silicon, magnesium. Looks like we're kind of centered all in here. So it's actually a fair bit of space. So basically everything over here could potentially be silicon. I mean, that means that that's in a pretty good place. So yeah, we'll run that out this way. And then we're probably going to want that to be, I don't know, probably down about this level. So we're going to have to bring that down probably to that block. So yeah, we'll bring it down 2. We'll see how that goes. And then we'll bring it in. And we'll go out that way. So that means that all of this then can get covered up. Okay, so that tower is just about done now. Alright, so that tower is now done. Let's see how we're doing over here. This should also be trying to build stuff too, right? What is the area on this one set up to? Oh, that one doesn't go over far enough. Okay. All right. Yep. Here we go. There we go. Now everyone's helping out. Excellent. All right. So we'll get those set up. And then we probably just need one build and repair unit because my throughput for the iron still isn't all that great. So I'll set this one back to normal. Let's see, area off. And then this can just go around its little area. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now that should build everything over in here. Provided, you know, we're actually getting enough iron again. Looks like we're probably not. So I'll probably have to give it another boost by doing some more mining. Yeah, and it's getting processed pretty fast, so I'm not too mad about it. We just got to give it a little help. All right. Back over to my little iron hole over here. All right. I need to make sure that I don't take out the iron from underneath those drills, because it needs to have iron there for it to detect it, and if I drill it out by accident, then it no longer mines iron, which would not be great. Okay, so yeah, so this way and that way is fine, but this way going that way is not. All right, that should be fine. So let's just orient ourselves and then dig this way. out through here and we'll see kind of what we were able to get there. All right, so iron ore. 8,000 there, 8,000 there, 8,000 there, so it's about 24,000. That's about what I would expect. All right. So now I just got to let it run. I mean, I could sit here for like an hour and just like let it cook, and then I could probably have enough iron to get me going for like the next 3 hours. Maybe. Depends on how fast I build. But once this is set up, okay, it looks like that is on. Okay, good. So this will help build everything around here too. So that's good. And then we've got our silicon and magnesium and stuff over here. Magnesium, I don't really care too much about. I'm not going to need too much of it. But the silicon, I'm going to need a ton of. Because I'm going to be making a lot of stuff with glass. Glass uses a lot of silicon. And then once I have a steady supply of at least silicon and iron, maybe nickel. I mean, I just have to turn the nickel mine on, so that's kind of already set up. Then I can start building upwards. And then as I start going higher up, I can start putting in some, you know, fancier solar collectors so that we can get some more power. And I don't even have to use like the Izzy's solar script either anymore, because you can just use the, what is that thing? There's like a targeting thing that you can use to have it just follow the sun. So that's cool. But yeah, I'll be having that going. And then I need to finish building this thing up, because right now it's just kind of floating there, which I don't like, but you know, it is what it is. And that's just to give it a little bit of extra structural support rather than just hanging down from these pipes, which is completely fine. But and then we'll throw this into the ground as well. And then that will have plenty of mounting points there, and it also acts as another tower. So storage tower, storage tower. This one over here is also going to be a storage tower. And then we have our refinery tower, or something like that. I wonder if I should put some O2H2 stuff in here. I've got room for it. I might as well. All right, so O2H2 gen. All right, so that can go that way. We can just stack this because it's cool like that. Fits in there quite nicely. All right. And then, let's see. Do you have any? You have nothing in there. Okay. So that's fine. All right, we'll take these apart then, because I'm not going to need them. I'll destroy that up to there, so that should be good. Let's see. Balin says Space Engineers has a daylight sensor now. Yeah. What is it, like the targeting? No, that's not it. It's possible they don't have it unlocked yet. Is it like something targeting something? No, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, this thing right here. The custom turret controller. You can have this set up to follow the sun, and you can assign a rotor and a hinge to it. And then, so you can just use this rather than the script for it. But yeah, it's there. And that was from a couple of patches, or a couple of DLCs ago too. And I need more steel plate. Let's see, Lindsay says, I still use Izzy's script. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then also, Izzy's script also gives you an LCD output as well, which is really, really nice. So that is one reason to keep using it. And he's got, like, that'll give you, like, your whole, like, power situation type thing, which is great. And then we'll just run this out to here. So I actually am going to be putting that script in here eventually just to monitor the power. But as far as, like, you know, making something simple, because I'm going to be having a lot of solar collection. I would need to have, like, one script, like, per thing, whereas I could just use a turret controller per. So it's just easier. Especially if you're going to be doing a lot of them. But if you have just like one solar collector, then use the script. But as far as like monitoring your power, like the script is great for that. Like whatever he has written in there, like definitely use it. Okay, so that is out to there. And then we're going to want this to go out to here. And then this is going to have to go out to there. All right, and then we'll go into the rounded edges. Not the corner though, there we go. Okay, and then we'll also run that out to here and just kind of fill in the top here. And then I'm basically going to enclose this in glass so you can still see it, which is why I'm going through and doing all of this craziness here. And then, let's see, window curved. There we go. Put that in there. Oh, I'm going to need the girders. Girder. I'll take about 100 of those. That'll work. All right. I should probably put like a door or something on here too. And we'll just run that one in there. And then we can do roundy rotary door thing right there. And then we'll just put the other one over here. And we can enclose this and make this like a little floating corridor type thing. Which could look cool, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, what else? Do I have, I think the panels come in like a round version, right? I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, okay. So I'll throw this down on here and we'll just cover this up. Let's see. Do some of these, I guess. You need steel plate. Great. Plate. is not the right one. There we go. Actually, you know what I could do? I'm going to take out these right here and put in round corner equivalent type things. Okay, that's just going to be stupid. Fine. Oh, whoops. I forgot that wasn't attached. My bad. Okay, let's try fixing that then. Okay, so that can go here. Go with the corners here. There we go. That makes me feel slightly better about this. All right, and then door. Not that way. There we go. Although, technically, this wouldn't even need a door if it's all enclosed, right? Yeah, so we'll get rid of that, get rid of that. We'll assume that that's going to be a tower, or not a tower, but a enclosed passageway type thing. Okay, so then let's go back to this. Now, how is that going to like being connected to that? It's probably not. But that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. At least not yet. Okay. So that'll let us get into there, and then we can do the same thing over here, I suppose, though I don't think you can actually build off of that. Yeah. So right now the only thing that's holding up this right here is this. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. I'm going to take out this. I'm going to replace it with this instead. And then we'll do the same thing over here on the top. It's going to look a little weird, but this just makes sure that everything is connected properly. And that way things don't decide to break on us. Okay, so now this little passage is connected on this side and on this side. So that'll be good. Let's see, and then I can build the same thing practically over here. See how it didn't fall? Okay, so that can go. That is not where I wanted you to go, sir. All right, and then round. There we go, and there we go. Now it matches on both sides. Look at that. So fancy. Okay. Do we have any like new window types at all? No. Oh, we do. These things. Bay windows. Kind of want to use these if I can. Oh, you know what? I had a thought. Let's get rid of this. And then we'll throw these on the side so that we can put the bay windows on there. Bay window. Definitely with the railing. Oh, that's diagonal though? We don't want diagonal. We want this one. There we go. Look at that. That's so fancy. We'll do the same thing over here. And the reason why I went with the this guy here is because if this was round, we'd have an opening right here for air to get in, and that would not be conducive to keeping a seal. So we'll do that little guy right there, and then I'm going to do another bay window up on top. Look at that. That's fancy. Yeah, so you can see how this is rounded over here, and we have that little space right there. So I'm pretty sure that's going to kill any kind of a seal in here. So we got to fix that. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so that needs glass, which means that I'm probably out of silicon. All right. All right. How are we doing on our iron stores? Okay, still using it all, so that's good. How are you doing? You're still working on it? Okay. Alright. I mean, as long as it's working on it, that's really all I can ask for, so that's fine. And then everything over here should be built? Question mark? Yeah. Okay. And then I'll reset this guy to where it's supposed to be. Alright, so that goes back to 0. Area off. And then we'll turn the area on for this one. And we should not have to adjust this one. It should just kind of work in the area. Yeah, that should hopefully be enough. All right, so I need to get some sort of silicon out of here. And I'm thinking I shave the top off of this. And then we see how that works. So let's get this going. Yeah, we'll go over one more. And we'll throw a piston on here. As soon as I get out of the way, of course. And then a drill. Okay, so that should be enough to flatten that. And I just got to make sure that all these little drills are on. Drill, there we go. Okay. I know I've got a bunch of crap in here that I don't actually need. So, yeah, we'll just leave it like that for now. Still need a lot more plate, apparently. Yeah, I think once this live stream is done, I'm probably just gonna let it run for like an hour and just kind of collect materials. And then I'll probably, I don't know, start working on it some more. But yeah, I mean, we're getting going. It's just a little slow at the moment. And then once we can get the rest of these built out, I'll go over here, flatten that, throw some silicon mines on there. Hopefully that'll work. But for now, I'll help this out by mining some more iron. All right. Let's see. Lindsay says, build a pile of cargo containers and leave it running overnight. I mean, I could. I need to make sure that I'm not building in the wrong spot. Or digging in the wrong spot, I should say. Oh, I most definitely was. Okay, so we need to go this way. Okay, so I'm here on this side. The exit out of here is way over here, which means that I dug way too far that way. Okay. I don't know, like this iron seam is just kind of weird because it's like a vertical seam rather than like the normal horizontal stream or thing that you would experience normally for iron. So little weird. All right. I don't know how much that's going to get me, but hopefully it's a fair amount. All right, let's see. Iron 4. Okay, so it's 6K, 6K, and about 5.5K, so that's about 17.5K. It's not terrible. It's enough to get all of this going, so that's good. So these are all built, good. And extend. And I need power. And oh, everything's low. On a side note, I cooked some chicken yesterday. Bought 5 breasts from the grocery store, and I just wanted to cook like 1 or 2 of them so I could eat it for dinner or whatever. And it's like, you know, as soon as I open up this package, like we're gonna worry about or start worrying, having to worry about freezer burn and stuff like that. So it's like I'm just gonna cook everything. So I put a ton of fairly expensive olive oil, and by fairly expensive I mean it was like $40 for a bottle or something like that, 30 or 40. Like Bella Toro, I think is the brand name, but I put a bunch of that in there, and I put like a good like tablespoon of butter in there as well, and then, you know, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I cooked it that way, and I cut them into like little bite-sized chunks or whatever. It turned out really, really, really good. Like the juice or the chicken was nice and juicy, like it wasn't dry at all. Just really, really good. So I think in the future, if I ever am making little bite-sized chickens, I'm probably going to keep cooking it in that way because it worked out really, really well. But yeah, I was pretty pleased with myself because my cooking skills are, well, not great. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not great. Okay, so I think we're going to have to get another piston in here. That sucks. Oh well. Oh, actually, that can just stay. I don't actually have to get rid of that one. There we go. And then we'll just retract this guy. And they're all going to fall. There they go. Not terrible, though. Okay. Okay, so piston. You need steel plate to build. Okay. I'll just steal some. Alright. Let's see. Lindsay says, apropos of nothing, chicken and bacon go really well together on pizza. Agreed. Especially if you put like an Alfredo sauce on there, or like a Parmesan sauce instead of like the normal tomato. Really, really good. Let's see, we're going to want some more drills on here so we can finish taking all of this out. How much space? Yeah, we'll put in one more. That'll be fine right there. And then, of course, this needs to be taken apart. So I can build more of these. Actually, I might not need this one. Yeah. Okay. Drill on. There we go. Right, and then I gotta do the inertial tensors, otherwise you're gonna bounce around too much. Excellent. Let's see, Balin says an easy to cook a chicken, parentheses whole, is beer can chicken. Is that the one where you take a whole chicken and you put a beer can? I think you gotta like poke holes in it or whatever, and then you like stick it down the back end of it or something. Why does that not go? Okay, whatever. and then you just kind of like bake it in the oven. Lindsay says, I make dough in the bread maker, flatten it out, add tomato and basil leaves, chicken, bacon, mushroom, cheddar, and edam? Oh, edamame, probably. That's mushrooms, right? Awesome artisan pizza. Nice. Tomato. What do you do for sauce on that? Or do you not do sauce? Is it just like bread and chicken? And toppings, I should say. Oh, Edam is a Dutch cheese. Yeah. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had it before. Very, very interesting. My go-to pizza is pepperoni sausage and mushroom. But it's got to be like this very specific like canned mushroom brand. I think they're white mushrooms. Like that's the actual classification of them. I could be wrong though. But like if you compare that or what I think might be really, really, really good is if you use, there's this particular type of mushroom that tastes like a steak. Like if you were to put that onto a pizza, I think that would be really good. Balin says, kinda. Open a beer, drink half of it, and install in a whole chicken, and then bake, grill it upright. They make a holder that you can buy as well. It's cheap. Interesting. Yeah, I have heard of people doing that before. If I liked beer, I would probably try that, but I happen to... Well, it's not me that I don't like beer. It's my stomach doesn't like beer. So I try to not make my stomach too mad because when it gets mad, it gets very mad. And it's not pleasant for anyone involved. But yeah, I think I might be like allergic to hops or something. Because it's not just... Oh, and I didn't put this in fly mode, did I? Let's see, build and repair units. These all need to be in fly mode. Oops, fly mode, sir. Thank you. And they all need to be set to grind if weld gets stuck. There we go. Now that should be picking up all the stuff on the ground, hopefully. Unless it gets bored. Yeah, it's picking up the stuff on the ground. Okay, good. So that is good there. Those are still coming in. That's still coming out. Good. All right. So we are right at the 2-hour mark, just about. I can't talk. I don't know why. So I think I'm going to end the live stream here. I'm going to throw it up on YouTube in the playlist. And then I got to click monetize like immediately because YouTube actually doesn't set this as monetize immediately. So I don't know, but it's whatever. But that's going to be what I got for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it at least a little bit. I still got to get rid of like all of this stuff in here. Get rid of all of this over here and that. There we go. Let's see. Balin says, the point of the can is prevent the chicken from drying out. You can dump the beer and use water if you want. Interesting. All right. But that's going to be it. As I said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, hang tight for the next one. I don't know exactly when it's going to be. It's probably going to be like another short little update video. But yeah, we got a lot more to build and a lot more materials to source. So we're getting there. But like I said, this is just the beginning. We're going to have quite a few episodes in this. So